Okay, so I've gone ahead and finished the private message thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. So if we say we hit don't log in, but we go to profile that, and we say private message, it says you must be logged in to do that. Then if we go log in, profile, PHP ID, private message, it says that. But if we were to say from nothing and to nothing, it says you have not said who it's from and to. If we say just to, still says that. But if we say just from, it still says that. But if we do both fields, you notice that it says this. And then when I type in something, it says message sent to test, which is the ID of 5. And then if I check my inbox real quick, mail, scroll mail, it says gets from wherever, it gets the email from whoever actually had the, whoever it was from, takes that ID and gets the email from that, and then it says it says message from username, and if we view it, it says whatever you put in there, and it says it's from that person, and it's been to the person that we're wanting to send to. If I were to do samueljanes@yahoo.com for the test, it would send it to that. So let me go ahead and overview that for the profile.php. I don't know if I told you, but I had to change that to the ID, where f equals just ID, because that's the session of where you logged in. And we need to say if we can't actually, we need to say if $user and $ID, we're going to do as everyone here, else we're going to echo tr/tr, and then td/td, and we're gonna say you must be logged into private message a person. So we save that and go profile.php. Go back to profile.php. Says, but if we log out and go to ID of 5, it says you must be logged into private message a person. So let me go back to the private message thing itself. There's a lot of tabs I have open because I've done a lot so far. So we're gonna say we've got all of this, but I've had to fix some things to where I actually created the numbers2 variable, which is just numbers2 is MySQL _num_rows of query2, and I had to get rid of and active equals blah 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 and locked equals blah 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 for both of these. Now we said if numRows and numRows2 or double and signs equals 1, which means they're available, do whatever in here. Else we're gonna say you cannot private message that person. And also on the top I said from equals $_ get the f, which is in the URL for the f, and then 2 I said get t because there's a t in the URL and gets that whatever that variable is. And then if it says if $from, and if there's a $2, it says you must be logged into, it says you have not said who to send it in from and where. So we've gone over that whole process, but we're gonna go into actually sending it. So we got the form, and it says action equals blah 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 blah. Text area is, I think, spelt. Actually, no, it's not. Because if we were to separate that, that'd be the same. We just add to dictionary so it's not annoying. And then we said if post a message btn, or do whatever in here. Else we're going to echo $form. So if that is pressed, we create $row, which is a fetch associate array of the query variable right there. and we'd say row 2 is fetch of query 2. Then we say $message equals post of the message variable right there. Then we say if $message, which means they've actually filled that in. We're going to do whatever's in here. Else, we're going to echo, you must fill in all the fields to PM someone. And PM stands for private message, someone in for short. So, if they do happen to fill in everything, if everything's correct, we say $T email or to where to send it. It says equals row 2 because the 2 one is the query number of the query 2, or the row 2 goes to the query 2, which says it from the 2. So T email equals row 2 of email, and then we say from email equals just row, because that's for the from of email. Then we say $headers equals from, and it has to be double quotation marks, capital F. It has to specifically be capital F, R, O, lowercase r, lowercase o, lowercase m, and a colon. You don't have to do the space, but you can. And then we'll just say F email for show who it's from. Then we said F user equals row of username, so from the user, and to user, T user, to it's who it's to is row 2 of username. Then we say subject equals message from F user, and then we just mail the T email because that's who it's sending to, the subject because that's what the subject's going to be, the message because that's what's going to be in the email, and the headers because that's what it's going to say is from. Then we just say echo message sent to T user, and that's basically the private message. We're going to actually say private message, and that's that. And then, so that's basically all we really need to do for the profile thing. So if we go to my profile, it says you can't private message yourself, specifically because in the profile.php we said that if ID equals PID, you have to echo, you can't private message yourself, which means if the ID, if your session ID equals the same ID as the profile ID says it is, that means it's your own profile. Else, we're going to echo out where you can private message. So that's basically all. If you guys, for the profile profile messaging thing, what we're gonna do next, comment down below what we should do next. I think what we could do is start working on avatars or something like that. But anyway, so we'll add that to the registration thing next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye.